Let's get to a bright spot.
I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
Progressives don't recognize progress.
Well, if they did, then it would diminish the need for them in the first place. Because if things were taking care of themselves,
Right. Why would you need progressives?
without burning down buildings, without spending, trillions and trillions of dollars on an issue.
The bright spot is Bill Maher, who is a leftist. Some people would call him a progressive. He gave through a pretty good rant on HBO this week, and he started off with a clip of Joe Biden talking about TV commercials. This is Joe.
But those of you who are over 50, how often did you ever see advertisements on television with black and white couples? Not a joke. I challenge you. Find today, when you turn on the stations, sit on one station for 2 hours, and I don't know how many commercials you'll see. Lay 8 to 5. 2 to 3 out of 5 have mixed race couples in them.
Look, credit where credit's due. Biden's right on that. That is a sign of some progress. Now, maybe it's a bit too far.
Stephen, why is this
a sign of progress?
Why is this important? I mean, I can watch television all night long, and I'll probably never see a commercial with a parrot and a goat in the same scene. Who cares?
Because back in the 1960s, only 4% of Americans thought it was okay that people who were white could be married to people who were black. That's a problem. That was in the back in 1960s.
I find it completely unrelated whatsoever.
No, it's perfectly related.
Who is in a television commercial?
No,
it doesn't indicate either.
It does,
sanctioning
because if you're selling a product and you know that 96% of this country does not want black and white people to be married together, do you sell Tide Pods to them with a mixed race couple in your commercial? Hell no. But if you know that 96% of Americans don't give a crap about what the color of the person is married to, you're going to throw them in your commercial and not worry about the negative effects of that on your product. That is social progress because it means Americans now don't care about race as much. It's not a barrier as it used to be.
Okay, and if that happens naturally in casting the commercial, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're deliberately doing this, I think that's virtue signaling. It's like trying to sell shampoo to somebody that's bald.
And the marketers go too far.
I mean, you've got to know who your audience is. I'm not saying we're trying to practice racism here.
Okay, but the marketers go too far. But what Bill Maher's point is that the marketers are going so far because they don't recognize that progress has actually been made. Take a listen.
Bad case of progressophobia. That's the phrase coined by Steven Pinker to describe a brain disorder that strikes liberals and makes them incapable of recognizing progress. It's like situational blindness, only what you can't see is that your dorm in 2021 is better than the South before the Civil War.
No, this isn't that complicated. This goes back to the old adage, never let a good crisis go to waste. When there is no crisis, you can't do things that you might otherwise be able to accomplish when there is a crisis.
But there are genuine people on the left who genuinely believe. Actor Kevin Hart tweeted out that this is the apex of white supremacy in action today, when he's a multimillionaire because white people are buying his movie tickets. And Bill Maher rightfully points out, progress has been made. America is a better country today than it has been in the past, and the left is intentionally refusing to note that progress. It's a bright spot that Bill Maher's calling them out.
But there's some folks that prefer to be victims over progressing.
And it's good that Bill Maher's calling them out.